Any talk of golf would be incomplete without the mention of the name Tiger Woods. Widely regarded as one of the greatest golfers of all time, Woods is undoubtedly one of the most famous athletes in modern history. With all these achievements added to being an inductee of the World Golf Hall of Fame, there's bound to be a lot of talk concerning the man, even amongst fellow pro golfers. Some of them have the best words for him, while others don't. In this video, you'll be seeing for sure what pro golfers actually think about Tiger Woods. Some of these takes will indeed surprise you as much as they shocked us, so stay around till the end. We only included the most interesting ones. Nick Faldo. One of the pro golfers who has openly criticised Tiger Woods is a retired English professional golfer, Sir Nicholas Alexander Faldo. Speaking on one of the American TV networks, these were his words. Tiger's woken up and realised this is a hard sport and he's a mere mortal. Faldo made this comment on the back of Woods' indifferent showing at the recent US Open, but it's since been revealed that Woods was struggling with an elbow injury that had him in doubt to be 100% fit for the Open Championship to be held the next month. He's not in a good mental place, Faldo added. It was so easy for him before, he made it look so easy when it was such a hard sport. But whatever he's been through with all his personal problems, he went on, has made an impact on his mind, and so much of this sport is all in mind. Nerve is the bottom line. Responding to the then 2008 Ryder Cup captain's comment, Woods simply remarked, "I don't know, I've won 4 times this year." John McGuinness. Another pro golfer who had something to say about Tiger Woods was American professional golfer John McGuinness. Back in 1996, before all the achievements and trophies that he went on to win, Woods was just a rookie on tour. And while he had already been touted by many to be the chosen one who would carry the torch of pro golf into the next era, he simply didn't have any professional accolades to back up the hype yet. The hype only served to rub some established pros the wrong way. "We hated him," former tour pro John McGuinness said on this week's episode of Golf Subpar. "The money, the rumor was $10 million. That sum was beyond what a quarterback was making. It was an astronomical sum of money, so we resented him." The resentment didn't last for long for McGuinness, as he soon had some nice words to say about Woods. "Then I met him," McGuinness said. "This is one of the funniest guys on the tour. This guy's awesome, and so you immediately love him. Tiger is beloved in the locker room." Vijay Singh. Popularly known as the Big Fijian, Vijay Singh did earn his name amongst the greats in the sport. While Tiger Woods still played, Vijay managed to get the top spot in the rankings. Those two are inevitably bound to clash, aren't they? While the Tiger of today can be found sharing a laugh on the practice range with his fellow golfers, we can't say the same about his early days when he wasn't so easygoing, just like in 2009. Although Singh was the only player to usurp Tiger from the #1 ranking from 2000 to 2010, the animosity between the pair began before he took over the top spot in 2004. It was at the 2000 President's Cup that the incident that sparked controversy began. During the Fijians' match against Woods, Singh's caddy, Paul Tesori, wore a cap that read "Tiger Who," which was quite demeaning to a man like Woods, who's had such an illustrious career. As expected, Tiger didn't find it too humorous, and he proceeded to beat Singh 2-1. Stephen Ames. Another pro golfer who took a shot at Tiger Woods was professional golfer Stephen Ames, who held dual citizenship of Trinidad and Tobago and Canada. In the lead up to the 2006 WGC Accenture Match Play Championship, it was clear that Tiger wasn't thrilled with how he hit his drives. Stephen noticed this and even said a lot to reporters in the lead up to his match against Tiger. He said, "Anything can happen, especially where he's hitting the ball." As expected, Tiger laid the boot on the Canada-born golfer by beating him 9-8. When quizzed about Ames's comment after the match, Woods simply had one straight-to-the-point reply: 8-9. It's hard to really argue with the facts. Tom Watson. Tom Watson is another big-profile professional golfer who has shared an opinion about Tiger Woods in the past. While he had welcomed the great Tiger Woods back into the fold after a long hiatus from golf supremacy and even spoke about his resurgence, he hadn't always been so fond of the man. He criticised the way that Woods handles himself while on the course, especially his club throwing and use of language in an interview with CNN's Stan Grant back in 2010. I feel that he hasn't carried the same stature that other great players that have come along like Jack Nicklaus, Byron Nelson, Arnold Palmer, the Hogans, in the sense that language and club were throwing on the golf course, Watson said. Tom went on to add that such actions could be forgiven by a younger player who hadn't been on the PGA Tour for a while, and that Woods needed to clean up his act and show the respect for the game that other people before him have shown. Rory SABBATINI. Tiger had made it pretty clear in the past that he disliked it when fellow golfers talked smack about him to the media. South African Rory SABBATINI seemed not to get that point very clearly, and he ended up in Tiger's doghouse. In 2007, Rory made an ill-advised comment about Woods when he mentioned that Tiger was more beatable than he's ever been at the time. It looked pretty harmless, but not for a man with Tiger's ego. It was clear from the start that he wasn't going to sit and listen to SABBATINI call him out like that. He quickly pointed that he'd already won 3 times that year, which so conveniently matched SABBATINI's career total at the time. Brandel Chamblee. Former American golfer Brandel Chamblee does know how to run his mouth right from his playing days. It's become apparent pretty much each time you see him on the Golf Channel these days. Woods wasn't immune to those words, as he made some pretty outrageous comments about the greatest golfer of all time. In August 2009, Brandel claimed that Tiger got the least out of his talent of any player in history. We certainly can't tell how to quantify this statement, but what does it matter? Chamblee himself only won the tour once back in 1998, and it was the poorly attended Greater Vancouver Open. So anything he says about Woods will hardly amount to anything. Perhaps that's why he's yet to receive a response from the man. Fuzzy Zoeller. Being a renowned professional golfer in his days, Frank Urban's Fuzzy Zoeller Jr.'s words are bound to hold some weight. He has shared his opinions about so many golfers, but his comment about Woods seems to have grabbed headlines. Some regarded him as insensitive, and over 2 decades ago, he showed evidence that the claim was rather true. Those comments that he made after Tiger's historic Masters win in 1997 solidified this opinion of him. He's doing quite well, pretty impressive, Zoeller said in an interview just after the tournament. That little boy is driving well and he's putting well. He's doing everything it takes to win. Zoeller went on to add in passing that Tiger should get some fried chicken for playing well. That was quite disrespectful. Greg Norman. If there ever has been a professional golfer who's not afraid to speak up when he feels like it, regardless of who is involved, it has to be Greg Norman. Being a huge personality in the golf world, Greg is never afraid to speak his mind, and because of that, he's been at the center of a few public controversies in his day. His relationship with Tiger got off to a decent start, but soon enough, in 1996, when Woods turned pro, things went south between the pair. Norman just had to point out that Tiger had not yet been invited to his annual Shark Shootout event, despite having shown interest in appearing. This made Tiger mad, and although he was eventually invited, he declined the invitation out of spite. Since then, Norman hasn't passed up an opportunity to take another shot at Tiger, claiming back in 2011 that Woods would never win another major, and also criticizing Captain Fred's couples pick of Tiger for the 2011 President's Cup. Sergio Garcia. While many people have made several remarks about Tiger Woods, Sergio Garcia seems to stand out for the wrong reasons. Few people have made some sad comments concerning Tiger and the fact that he's black, and much like Fuzzy Zoeller did in 1997, Garcia made a similar offensive remark in 2013. At the European Tour Awards, Garcia was asked by MC Steve Sands if he planned on inviting Tiger Woods over for dinner at the upcoming US Open. His reply, "We'll have him round every night, we'll serve fried chicken." First off, that wasn't even funny. Was there even a joke in there? He soon apologized for his comments, claiming they were in no way intended to be offensive. So what do you think about Tiger Woods and the words of these pro golfers concerning him? Do you agree with any of their remarks, and are you personally a fan of Tiger Woods? Let us know in the comments down below. Now, we'll be doing something very special for one of our subscribers when we reach 1,000, so do subscribe if you want to be the special one, but most importantly, if you love getting to know your favorite golf players, as we're devoted to make Golf Untold your go-to spot for all your golf entertainment and education. We're sure you love this video about Tiger Woods, and the next one is a huge one, so see you right there.